the analog to digital conversion. First we'll see the basic block diagram. Okay, what is the basic block diagram of ADC? Then we'll move on with the analog successive approximation ADC. So this as shown in this, as you have seen, this is the block schematic of ADC which provides the function, and it is just opposite to DAC. Okay. So what way it is opposite? What is the input here? The input is analog. Analog is the input and the output is digital. It converts analog to digital. And it has two important signals. One is to start the conversion, one more is end of conversion, and we have a reference voltage. So whatever the analog input VA I give, that will get converted to bits from D1 to Dn. So this is the block of ADC. So the digital D is nothing but D1 divided by 2 plus D2 divided by 4, like that Dn divided by 2 power n, and where D1 is MSB and Dn is the LSB. So this is the signal, and two important signals it has. One is the start, that are the control lines, okay, to control the conversion. One is the start to tell the ADC when to start the conversion, and the second line is end of conversion, EOC, okay, to output to announce when the conversion is complete. And what are the applications of ADC? It can be used in microprocessor interfacing, or it can be used to drive LCDs, that is liquid crystal display, or LEDs, light emitting displays. Okay, it can be these are the applications of ADCs and block diagram. So moving on to the the things we have to study is successive approximation type converter. In successive approximation type, so this is the figure of successive approximation. As you can see, very important part of the successive approximation ADC is 8-bit register. This is the 8-bit SAR. SAR means successive approximation register. Okay, and one more, we have 8-bit latch, okay, which gives the digital output. And this 8-bit, whatever the bits, that is from Q0 to Q7, are fed for 8-bit DAC. We have a DAC also here, that is digital to analog conversion. It will give the analog signal. The output from this is analog signal, and which whatever the analog input which we want to convert it into digital, that also is given to the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, or we call it as a comparator. So the important parts of our successive approximation are 8-bit SAR, 8-bit latch to store the output. We have 8-bit DAC, and we have a comparator. First we'll start with the comparator. In comparator, what it will do, it will compare the analog input. So this analog input is what? This is the input which we want to convert to the digital. So analog input is compared to the output from the DAC. Okay, this DAC is DAC will give the 8-bit DAC. No, it will give one more analog signal. So this both are compared, and that whatever the output is there, the output is fed to the SAR. And one important thing is it is fed serial wise. Okay, bitwise bit will go. As we have studied comparator, if you remember, the output of the comparator will be like pulses. It will be a square wave, either high or low. Okay, we gave a sinusoidal and it got converted to square wave. So in terms of serial, when we give it as serial input, that means first 1 will go, then 0 will go, again 1, 1, 0, like that. The output of the comparator will be fed to the this register. Okay, and we have serial data out. If you want to take the data out there also, then we have a start signal to start the conversion, and we have a converge complete signal or end of conversion signal to tell that the conversion is complete. So these are the main important blocks of the successive approximation ADC. Now we'll see how this works. Okay, first what they will do, whatever the before that I will tell you, the analog in output VA of D2A converter is compared to the analog input by the comparator. So at the first we'll see at the start of the conversion cycle. Okay, first what it will do, it will set the SAR is reset by holding the start signal high. So conversion is started to indicate that signal should be high. So on the first clock pulse, so that is from low to high, the MSB output output bit Q7 of SAR is set. So D2A converter generates an analog equivalent to the Q7 bit, which is compared with the analog input Vin. So if the DAC output is greater than Vin, then comparator is low. If DAC output is less than Vin, then comparator is high. If comparator is low, what will happen? The SAR will clear the MSB bit. If comparator is high, the SAR will keep the MSB bit. So this sentence or this concept I'll explain here with the figure. See here, first this Q7 bit, okay, at first when the conversion cycle is when it starts, okay, then this Q7 bit is set. That means it becomes 1. Okay, so all other bits are 0. So 1 0 0 0 you have. That is fed to the DAC. Okay, what this DAC will do? This DAC will convert whatever the bits have given, it will convert to analog signal. So analog signal will come for this inverting terminal. That analog signal is compared with our analog input. Okay, these both are compared. If the DAC input is greater, okay, that means inverting, it will be low. Okay, and if Vin is greater, it will be high. This high and low are again fed to this register. Okay, that register will compare and it will fit. If the low compare, if the low will go, that means what? The signal is, if you send the low signal, that means which is greater here, our DAC output is greater than the input. Okay, that it has to reset. If it, I'll show you here. If the DAC output is greater than, that means comparator output is low, that means SAR will clear, that Q7 bit is clear. If a DAC output is less than Vin, that means Vin, our input is greater, that means comparator output is high. So SIR will keep the MSB Q7 same as it is. Again, next it will go for the next bit, for next clock pulse. This all happens for the first clock pulse. Again, for next clock pulse, what it will do? The SIR will set the next QC. After Q7, next is Q6. It will set Q6 and it will compare with the input signal. After setting that Q6, it has to be converted to analog signal. That analog is compared with the input signal. Again, depending upon the output of the comparator, SIR will either set or reset the Q6. So when it will set, when it is high, when it will reset, when it is low. This process is continued until the SAR tries all the bits. As soon as Q0 is tried, the CC, that is conversion complete signal, is made high to indicate that the parallel output lines contain valid data. So the CC signal enables the latch and digital data appear at the output. It's very high speed and excellent resolution, and this full 8-bit successive approximation requires only 8 clock pulses. In 8 clock pulses, the complete conversion will be done. Okay, this conversion, whatever that is done, if I show you with the example, you will understand it. See here. So think that this is the 110101000. This is the digital output of the signal that is required. Okay. Analog signals, the digital output. Digital output means this is the output of the comparator you think. This is the signal we want. So at first what it will do, the Q7 bit is set, that is 1000, it is set. After setting, that is compared with this. Okay, so our this DAC signal is less, this is high. Okay, this number is larger, or the correct digital representation is larger, so it is 1. Comparator output is 1. Next what? Next Q6 bit will be set. After setting Q6 bit, again it will compare. Again our digital in whatever the analog input is there, that is larger, so it will be again 1. Again after Q6, Q5 bit will be set. After setting Q5 bit, you can, when you compare, then this DAC output will be larger. Okay, but we want the output, or our analog input is less, a DAC output is large. So what it will do? It will reset. That means it will become 0. Like this process will be continuing until the required input will get, or until the required digital representation is got. Okay, that process will be completed and the given data will be converted to digital. Okay, whatever the analog signal is there, that will be converted to digital, and after conversion, the digital data will be kept in this 8-bit latch. Okay, this 8-bit latch will give the digital data output. So in this analog to digital conversion, we have a DAC, that is digital to analog. Whatever the bits are there that are converted to analog, that analog signal is fed to the comparator, and the analog input whose digital output we have to find, that also is given to the non-inverting terminal of the comparator, and the output of the comparator bitwise, that is in serial wise, it is fed to the SAR. So the heart of this ADC is 8-bit this register, where it will start with the conversion starts with setting the Q1 bit. Okay, sorry, Q7 bit. Whenever the Q7 bit is set, that signal or that bits are converted to analog. That analog is compared, and accordingly all the bits from Q7 to Q0 bits, all these 8 bits will be tried until the required output is got. Okay, until the required digital output is got for this analog signal. Explain this with an example, then it will be useful. Okay, if you put this example, it will be clear that how the conversion will be done. When it will be 1, when the output of the comparator will be 1, and when it will be 0. Once again, I will just show when it will be 1 and when it will be 0. Whenever the DAC output is high, okay, whenever the DAC output is larger, that means it is inverting, that means it is low. Whenever our input, that is Vin, is high, that means it is non-inverting, it is high. Okay, when Vin is high, the output is high. When DAC is high, the output is low. Just by seeing the terminals, you can tell. DAC output is greater than Vin, comparator output is low. When DAC output is less than Vin, comparator output is high. When it is low, the MSB will be cleared. When it is high, the MS will be set. See here, whenever it became low, okay, this bit will be cleared here. You can see this 1 has become 0 here. Okay, that bit will be cleared, and the next bit will be set. Next bit, that is Q7, Q6, Q5, Q4th bit will be set, and as usual, the process will be continued till the required digital output is got. Okay, this is one of the ADC that is used and it is very fast, and the resolution is very high. Only in 8 clock pulses the complete conversion will be done. Hope you have understood. Thank you.